As the Durban Chamber of Commerce and Industry, we believe in the power of networking as a key driver in building connections that will help drive your business forward, which is why we are proud to introduce the BizVoice Network, an event platform that we host here at the Durban Chamber. Right now, I have the pleasure of speaking with the powerhouse behind this groundbreaking initiative, the Chief Growth Officer at the Durban Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Zanele Khomo. Welcome, Zanele. Thank you very much for joining us and telling us a little bit more about the BizVoice Network.
Thank you so much, Yama. It's a pleasure to be here. I also want to greet everybody else who's going to be watching this podcast.
Thank you. So the first question I'd like to ask is around the why. Why is the Durban Chamber hosting the BizVoice Network events? What is the thinking behind it?
Okay, I actually want to go back to your opening line where you talked about the fact that as the Durban Chamber, we believe in the power of networking. And that really is the why. We undertook our new strategy at the beginning of this year for the next 3 years. So post the inauguration of our new president, Ashim Magji, the objective has been to build confidence together. And we try to look at what ways could we do that and how do we encourage the power of networking, the power of working together. But not just only that, but mixing the two, the relaxed in the afternoon kind of a conversation with also now building networks that will last and that will take you forward as a business owner. So really that's the why behind the Biz Network.
That's very interesting and a really encouraging strategic thought behind the event series. And just in terms of the actual events themselves, who should attend the BizVoice Network events?
I mean, if you're a business owner, for me, you should make it your priority to attend networking events. So whether it's a breakfast, whether it's a lunch, or whether it's a dinner, wherever there are people there, as a business owner, it's important that you are there, you are ready with your elevator pitch, and you're ready to do business. Because I think everybody always says that networking is the new currency, and that really is a true fact. So anybody who's in business, whether you're a corporate, whether you're a small business, and also even aspiring business people, because there you'll get to see how business people interact with each other, and you also get the opportunity to introduce yourself as a business owner or an aspiring business owner.
Thank you, Zanele. You've touched on the importance of networking, which was actually one of my questions, is around why networking is important, but particularly for young entrepreneurs or young business people. This event that we've recently hosted a week ago, we've focused on the youth. My question is around young people and why you think networking is important for young professionals and entrepreneurs.
Young people need to get into the habit of networking and being around in the rooms with people who make decisions. Because not all of us are going to get the opportunity to have that meeting with your big corporates or with your aspiring client. But the more you attend these networking events, like I mentioned earlier, if it's a breakfast, the CEO of company X might be there. And here you are, you must be ready to talk about your business, say what it is that you want to do, where you see potential partnership and collaborations. So as young people, it's very, very important. I mean, we socialize on a social level, right? We socialize to make new friends, we socialize to get ourselves out there. It's the same as networking. When you network, you're getting yourself out there. You're making people know that I'm here, this is my business, and I want to connect with you. And what better way and better setting than in an informal setting where people's guards are down. It's a breakfast, it's a dinner, it's an early lunch, it's a late lunch. It's so the conversation also flows a bit more. There's less pressure than when you're going to pitch. You get stressed, right?
Yes.
You get stressed, you get dressed up, and you have to pitch. And things might go wrong, things might not go wrong, but when you're more relaxed, you also tend to speak more confidently, speak more easily,
Yes.
and the conversation sort of like tends to flow.
Yes, I mean, that's important to note, especially because we've just come from Youth Month and a big focus on, young people. And I think focusing on your business by attending networking events was one of the topics that we covered at the last event. So it's very interesting to hear your perspective about the relaxed environment. And just on that, in terms of the events going forward, I know that you attended the recent one that we've had that, as mentioned, focused on the youth. What can attendees expect from the BizVoice Network events going forward?
I think attendees can expect intentional conversations, a world of possibilities. I say intentional conversations because we're very intentional about when we put together the programs for the BizVoice networking sessions. You'll notice also we don't have them every month, and there's a reason for that. We have them after every second month because we are building content that we feel is going to add value to the person who's attending. So an individual can expect an intentional program that will be tailor-made for them, whether it's geared towards uplifting, giving them certain skills and tools on how to get themselves ready to be out there. It's all going to be very, very intentional. But then also my second point, they can expect a world of possibilities because once you're in a room with different people, anything is possible. As long as for you as an individual, you make a conscious decision that I'm going out there, I'm going to meet people, and I'm going to tell them about who I am and what I bring to the table. I think I always say, if I have an opportunity to speak at a networking event as an introduction, that as an individual, you must have a goal to say, I must at least leave this function having spoken to at least 5 people, whatever shape or form. 5 people. 5 is not a lot. So you can introduce yourself to 5 people and make that impact. More than 5, great. It's fantastic because that's exactly what the evening is about. So expect intentional conversations, expect a world of possibilities.
Wow, amazing. And for people that weren't at the last BizVoice Network that we've recently held, people that are watching, listening to the podcast, what is the message that you would like to share with our audience about the Durban Chamber, about networking? Any last key message that you would want to share with our audience that didn't attend?
I think the first message for me, for the guys who weren't there the last time, is you missed out. We had amazing speakers. We had Utembera Magwaza, a public speaker, motivational speaker. She was talking about being confident. She phrased it with a Zulu phrase, with pap. She was speaking about that, being confident, being bold. So you missed out on that. And then we also had Usimo, who talked about the value of a name and how your name is your brand. So you missed out on that, but you've got an opportunity now to come through and see us again and be part of the networking sessions and see what else we have there. We plan to have a lot of sessions about training and giving the right information so that you know as a business owner what it is that I can do to be successful. But not only that, but you get an opportunity to be introduced to us as the Durban Chamber of Commerce and Industry. We've got a lot of services for our big clients and even our medium clients. Our big service is policy and advocacy. We advocate for the business community. We are the voice of business because our intention is to make sure that we get eThekwini to be as wonderful and regain its former glory and drive more investment. But we also have CIPC services where we have registering of businesses. If you're a business owner, your business is not registered, it's very important to formalize and register your business because a lot of things come with that. Whether you're looking for funding, whether you're trying to see what other possibilities are there, the first thing that always comes is your business registered? Are you recognized as a formal business? So we've got those CIPC services, and then obviously over and above that, there's our marketing team led by yourself, and we've got business development, which focuses on SMME support, SMME upliftment and networking, and then we've also got international business, where as a chamber, we interact with international countries to try and drive more investment in eThekwini, in KwaZulu-Natal, and obviously we know that that plays a huge role in the GDP. So we do all of those services, and it's an opportunity for you as an individual. If you do not know what the Durban Chamber of Commerce and Industry does, it's your opportunity to come and join us, because we have a team there that will talk to you about all the different services and all the kind of support that we provide for businesses, because our business, as we say in our tagline, is to be in business for a better world. And that's really what we do as an organization. We support businesses, whether it's a big business, a small business, or even an aspiring young business person.
Yeah.
Those are the things that we do as the Durban Chamber.
Wow, thank you. Thank you so much, Zanele, for sharing these insights and for joining us today. We really appreciate your time, and just for everybody listening, watching, thank you for participating in our podcast. Look out for our next BizVoice Network event podcast and our next event, which we will communicate on our platforms. And on behalf of the Durban Chamber of Commerce and Industry, thank you once again. Take care.